So you're very welcome back to Unstable TV. Thanks so much for joining us. If this is your first time on the channel, do not forget to
like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell, and if you're back with us again, thanks.
So what have we got going on, Cynthia, from all you lovely people on YouTube today, Danielle?
So today we're all going to be checking out this video together, and we're going to be seeing who's right and seeing who's wrong. This is 30 geography facts most people get wrong. Ooh.
Danielle?
Probably.
Without further ado, let's jump into this for ourselves and you guys. Let's go.
Are we going to get them wrong?
Yes.
If you are watching this video, you are probably interested in geography. Therefore, a lot of the facts we're about to tell you, you may already know. However, for the average Joe who isn't too intrigued by geography, a lot of them might get these facts wrong. Hey guys, Sam here from the Geography Bible. I hope you are having a fantastic week, wherever in the world you may be. So sit back, relax, remember to like and subscribe, and we hope you learned something new. So let's kick off this video with fact number 1. The United Kingdom and Great Britain are not the same thing. Great Britain is the official collective name of England, Scotland and Wales and their associated islands. It does not include Northern Ireland and therefore should never be used interchangeably with the UK. Something you see all too often. Number 2. Holland and the Netherlands are two separate things. The Netherlands is the term for the country as a whole, 12 provinces, while Holland refers to just the two provinces of North and South Holland. Number 3. Toronto isn't the capital of Canada. It is actually Vancouver. Just kidding, it's Ottawa. Number 4. Iceland isn't actually made of ice. Icelandic landscapes are shaped by the forces of nature and vary from deep fjords to vast volcanic deserts, through to black sand beaches, snow-capped mountains and staggering waterfalls. Number 5. Iran isn't actually hot all of the time. In January and February, Iran can see temperatures as low as 4 degrees Celsius. Number 6. Greenland isn't as big as it looks on a map. Greenland is astronomically distorted on a traditional map and is actually a lot smaller than what it appears. It is still huge, however. Number 7. Rio isn't the capital of Brazil. It had been the federal capital of the South American country from 1822 until 1960. But today, the capital of Brazil is actually Brasilia, in the central plateau of the country. Number 8. Texas isn't the largest state. Texas is approximately 678,000 squared kilometers, while Alaska is around 1.5 million squared kilometers. So, around double. Number 9. Mount Everest isn't technically the tallest mountain in the world. Ecuador's Mount Chimborazo protrudes further out due to it being closer to the equator. Mount Everest is the tallest by height by sea level. Number 10. Johannesburg is not the capital of South Africa, and neither is just Cape Town. It is in fact Bloemfontein, Pretoria and Cape Town. Number 11. Antarctica is actually the driest continent on Earth, not Africa. A desert is defined as a dry area that has very little rainfall. Given this, Antarctica is actually the largest desert in the world. Number 12. Brazil is larger than the continental US. Although the US is the 4th largest country in the world and Brazil is 5th, that's mostly because of US territories. Number 13. Sydney is not the capital of Australia. Although it is the most populated and arguably iconic city in Australia, its capital is Canberra. Number 14. The Pyramids of Giza aren't in the middle of the desert. Many people assume that a visit to the Pyramids of Giza requires a long trek into the Egyptian desert, when in fact, it's quite an easy trip from the Cairo city centre. Number 15. Istanbul is not the capital of Turkey. Although it is their most popular and iconic city, the capital is in fact Ankara. Number 16. The Atlantic Ocean isn't actually the largest body of water on Earth, but in fact, the Pacific Ocean is actually the largest body of water in the world. Number 17. Norway has the second most coastline in the world. Most people would assume a gigantic country like Australia, the US or Russia may have the second most coastline behind Canada, when in fact it is Norway. Number 18. Java is the most populated island in the world, at around 150 million. Java is by far the most populated island in the world, home to Indonesia's megacity capital, Jakarta. Number 19,
Oh.
speaking of islands, Great Britain is the third most populated island in the world. Little old Great Britain is in fact the third most populated island in the world at around 66 million inhabitants. Number 20, Greenland is the largest island in the world, not Australia, which is technically a continent. An island is a mass of land that is both entirely surrounded by water and also smaller than a continent. By that definition, Australia can't be an island because it's already a continent. Number 21, Suriname's official language is Dutch, not Spanish or Portuguese.
What?
Number 22, California is actually more populated than the entirety of Canada. Number 23, Spanish is the second most native spoken language in the world behind Mandarin, not English.
Oh, really?
Number 24, although the most populated country in the world, China does not have a city in the top 5 most populated in the world. Number 25, now this one is insane. North Korea and Finland are separated by just one country, Russia.
What?
Oh,
Number
yeah.
26, Greenland is not an independent country. Greenland is an autonomous, constituted country within the Kingdom of Denmark. And though it does enjoy a great deal of
Denmark?
self-governing,
What?
it is not independent. Number
Look
27,
at how houses
Florida is not the closest state to Africa. Now this one
Since
blew my
when?
mind. It
It's
makes
very
sense
random.
since Florida is the southeastern state and cuts into the Atlantic, but it's not the case.
Florida,
A small peninsula off the coast of Maine, known as Quoddy Head, is a mere 3,150 miles from Morocco. The closest point in Florida to Africa is 1,000 miles further. Number 28, Mexico is technically not south of the US. While it may seem a little counterintuitive, 11 US states have land farther south than the most northern point in Mexico. In parts of
What?
Texas, for example, the US-Mexico border is better described as being off to the west.
Next we're going to tell
Number
us Mexico
29,
don't have an orange
Afghanistan
filter
is
on it.
geographically more in South Asia than the Middle East, and is
What?
closer to Mumbai
How?
than the likes of Iraq or Yemen. And finally,
Wow.
number 30.
What is
Egypt
this?
isn't only located in Africa. Sure, Egypt is part of the African continent, but it's technically considered to be a transcontinental country. While the Suez Canal
Oh.
divides Asia and Africa, there's actually a small peninsula in Egypt that transcends the canal and toes the line between the two continents. So there we have it, 30 geography facts that most people get wrong. Again, as we mentioned earlier, if you love geography,
Oh, damn, bro.
some of these may be basic knowledge, but to the average person who doesn't study geography or enjoy it, these might be brand new facts to them. So thank you so much for watching, we hope you enjoyed. Remember to drop a like and subscribe, and we will see you very soon in the next video.
Goodbye. So first off, a very big shout out to the original content creator, and a very big shout out to you guys for sending this over to us. We do appreciate that. Right, my mind is blown. I need to go back to school, so bye now, because these facts, I thought a lot of them were the other way, but it turns out Florida is not so close to South Africa, and Greenland is just one big lie. It's not even the biggest. It's just actually small, pretending to be big. It's overcompensating. And Egypt lied about the pyramids. It's not in the desert. Like Assassin's Creed Origins was wrong. It's not all the way in the desert. It's actually in the city centre. Yeah. So that's my mind absolutely gone into the stratosphere of where do I look now. What did you think of that, Danielle?
I didn't realise Greenland was owned by, what was Denmark? I didn't realise that. I thought Greenland was a country on its own. I didn't realise they were taken over by anyone. So that was a bit random. Finland and North Korea are just separated by one country.
Yep.
What? That sounds wild on its own. And then when you realise the country is Russia, it kind of makes more sense.
Yeah.
Some of them are crazy though. I've never would like the highest mountain isn't Kilimanjaro. I didn't know that. The highest mountain isn't that. It's in Brazil or it's in South America. We're gonna have to look over this again because there was a lot of information thrown at us in like a very quick amount of time.
The capital of Brazil is not Rio, it's Brazil.
I did know that. I knew all the capitals.
When did South Africa have 3 capitals?
I'd always had 3 capitals.
What?
Well, always, but yeah, I had 3 capitals. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm very shocked with this. You let us know what you guys think. Did you know a lot of these facts going into this, or did you only find some out now? Which ones blew you away the most? Because I'm still
It's definitely one to look through again because, like I said, it was very quick information thrown at us, but it was just how did some of these make sense? Quick facts as well.
oh yeah,
So the Pacific Ocean is the biggest ocean on the planet,
yeah.
and Point Nemo is like the furthest away from like any civilization.
Nemo, like the movie.
Exactly. If you go to Point Nemo, you're closer to the International Space Station than you are to any other human on the planet. Fun fact. It's not a geography fact, but of course, I suppose it is.
Fun fact.
There you go.
So
Read that today.
So that has been our 2 cents, and we'll chop ourselves out of this.